Been a long time, Facebook. A long time indeed. And you know what? I bet you wondering how my tiny house has been going down. Last time you saw me, I was in the car and I was talking about tiny house with my fiance and kind of his house with my fiance. But working in the cable field, took so much time off of me, and I just I really hit a big stump at the a big stomp and stop at the tiny house. So with me not working there, I've been working on the tiny house. Tell you the truth, I've been working on it even when I was working there, but I just kind of it wasn't as fast as it used to be. But I guess I'll give you a little update now. And I a lot of time when you go online, you see people's tiny house, and you see their tiny house as if it's always clean and it's perfect and whatever. But this is actually lived in. Like this is like really what it's like if you're gonna have to work in a tiny house and live in a tiny house at the same time. Because with mine, I had planned to basically get it ready, then get it, then move into it, and then move it. But circumstances didn't add up like that. So it ended up that I ended up pretty much, you know, having to jump in here real quick. So, all right, let's do a little bit of updates of what's going on and some plans that are going on. So, I'm gonna go ahead on and flip this thing over so you can take a look. I'm gonna start out here into the this here is the like basically the living room and slash like my media slash office. You've seen this before. I'm pretty sure you have. I got some. I picked this thing up right here. I think it was free or something. And then the ship was to give him as a friend. The table I found, believe it or not, someone was throwing it out on the road. And I kind of, this is kind of like this right here turns into a bed. Normally I have different sheets on it, but for this one, I just slapped this on there. But I was about to go to bed, but I click clacked it back. It's a click clack thing, and I have some pillows on it because well, they're not really pillows. They're these really soft foam things that I think you saw in my last bed that I have, and I just pretty much I bought this bed for my son, and my son didn't like it, so it ended up he didn't want it anymore. So he literally put it in mine. Mine's not finished yet, and so basically put it over there, and then he just starts sleeping on some couch cushions, and I'm like, why would you sleep on couch cushions when we have like so much, Nikki? Thanks. I'm back. Yeah, I'm back. I can't believe you're awake. So I'm gonna keep on going, and but I usually turn on these lights back there. There's a thing, and this tree glows and all that other kind of stuff. Maybe I should turn them off so you can see. And it really sets the mood in here. And then, of course, my guitars are over here and stuff like that. And I'm not finished up there, but like right now, I'm using the room above me or the crawl space above me that I call the loft. But anyway, there I got some speakers that are there now, and I plan on covering these things up. I just couldn't figure out in my head how could I fill this part in here, and I like the little lights that I put up there. And but what it is, the board that you got going there, I'm just gonna continue and I'm gonna stain them all the way around. So this is like, believe it or not, people come here. My son likes to sit here. I think you guys seen these. These are the drawers and stuff. Um, Another thing that I had to do, I had to put a bathroom in here because when you have a fiance, you have to have a bathroom. So um, this right here, it's kind of a work in progress. That belt, I hung the belt up like 100 times. It didn't want to stay up. But anyway, right now my closet, as usual, not my closet, but my shower right now is a closet. So I get everything together, and I decided to go head on with this color because it just, I don't know, it just, I don't know, I just really like this color, and I thought it would go really good with the wood. And then as you know, this toilet bowl was free to me. A guy gave me this toilet bowl free. I got the toilet paper holder and a whole bunch of other things that I haven't figured out how I'm gonna do everything. I got that for like, I don't know, like a Walmart as a clearance, and then I got this thing right here as a clearance, and but over here is gonna be my vessel sink, and back over here is gonna be the spout. I haven't even ordered the spout yet, but it's gonna have a spout, a tall spout that comes out and go off in there. and then that's gonna be like our sink, and then all of the pipes and all that are gonna go down there, stuff like that. So, um, but the you can't even really see the shower. But other thing is, I've been working on my son's room. He still has not gotten rid, and I've been working on the. See, that's what it looks like. Well, how far we got so far, and this loft was already here, and but the other one is. Thank you so much, girl. Thank you so much, Nikki. And but I've been working on it. But there's gonna be a Texas thing here that goes up there and all that kind of stuff. And this was such a hassle. But anyway, I started decorating. It's kind of hard to decorate, and it just don't seem right to decorate because the house isn't finished yet. So why would you decorate something? But at the same time, it is what it is. But these flip up. So like I have like my shorts under there, and then I still got some molding I'm gonna put across here. And but I saw this sign here. I really thought I should spend the money, but when I rang it up, I tossed back and forth over $5 because I don't know. $5 to me is a lot of money. I could use it somewhere else. So, but anyway, I got that for. I rung it up. It was like $3. So it's awesome. So this is where people usually sit, and I sit over there, and then they talk to me. Or sometimes somebody wants to sit over there with me, they can. But usually, like my fiance's here when we have company and stuff, and and then of course we kind of weird with the laptop is hooked up to the TV, and so at the same time we have a Roku. The Roku is hooked up to the TV, and I had a thing right there, but it just fell down when I was moving the TV. So we have the ability to basically look at media through that. And this here is like when my son comes over. This is his office because he's homeschooled. He lives with his mama, but he's homeschooled, so he would work here. And sometimes my other son sits here, and he plays video games here. So I decided to go ahead on and add this stereo thing. It was in the trash, along with I think it was that trash can was in the trash. I don't know. A guy always told me like make sure you basically not like it wasn't in the. I don't I can't go dumpster diving. I'm too scared to go dumpster dives. I took microbiology in school, and I just can't do it. I just can't do it. I just can't. But anyway, but it was beside the trash can. So here's my network. This here is my phone system. That's my gigabit network. That's my gigabit router. Sorry, gigabit router and gigabit switch. And then there it's getting put all throughout the house. So if you look back here, there's like a switch back there. And then plugs for the phones. The phones all VOPs. And but these are the networks here. One's going to um, the Xbox One, and for the Ethernet, and the other one's going to the Lappy, and then there's the phone plug right there. So and then of course the sound bar up there, and all the wires you can see how they're ran. But once I do it, you're not going to be able to see, and all the cable gets dumped over here, which I purchased with my own hard-earned money. So up there is the projector, so we could put a sheet down, and then we can actually have a projector go up, and up here is just like storage for now. Oh, and another thing I wanted to show you is my buddy gave me these, and then you go into the restroom. Actually, this is from Ennis, Texas. So like this was actually what they were using, and I thought that was pretty cool. It'd be a conversation piece in the bathroom. I do want to put up some things to take some towels and have them put up there, and maybe even have a lip or something to where we just roll the towels up like a burrito and stick up there, and the face towels be tucked. And over here I figured I'd get a basket, like a weed basket, and I'll stack stuff here. And over here take advantage of this space. I haven't put all this in yet, and I'm about to. Well, it's gonna be a heat, not a heater, but up there it's gonna be a floor. It's gonna come up here, and then my closet's basically my clothes are. They're gonna have to lay down. But anyway, going on into the kitchen. This thing is still the storage. It's still like a place where I just throw everything in there, and believe it or not, I'm the kind of person I always like listening to the internet, and I listen to radio. But the radio is so cool because it actually play music and it doesn't use your bandwidth. So that's something I'm working on. So this door keeps falling off, so I have not bought the hardware. But this is like my cupboard, and this thing broke, so I gotta fix it. It's a hassle. And then like I say, this thing I'm scared to even open it up. But well, I guess I will. Screw it, right? So you can't really see in there anyway, but I'll just show you. But like up here is it's a Wi-Fi printer, and you can print and scan and all that stuff. And these are tools. It's just a bunch of miscellaneous tools, stuff to like get stuff done. And the plug over here you can't really see in there, but that's good because these ain't nothing but dirty. And so it's just that's like plugs are stashing in there. And then the doors, I haven't figured out what I'm gonna do with them, but I'm probably just gonna put like something like kitchen paneling. You know that kitchen paneling, like what's over here. The stools is a little bit too tall, so I'm gonna cut them. And the floor, we're just gonna paint them. We just decided we're gonna paint them. But this is like a kitchen TV. A friend gave them to me, so I guess I should move this. But the like the little kitchen, it's like an island. I haven't finished covering all that up. I just set that thing there because I wanted to put it on the door or something because I just thought it was really nice. Um, this over here, the stove is gonna go where this is right here, and of course this is the kitchen as it is. So with the refrigerator, my mom gave me for it was free. I just needed to like fix some replace the pole motor or whatever, bipole, I don't know. And then up there, I just fill these bad boys up and with food just in case the hungry times come or something. And that dang thing was on side of the road and it was nasty as heck, but I cleaned it up. That I got for free. This right here, got for free. It was dirty. I had to clean it up. That was sitting on side of the road. I picked it up and cleaned it up. And and a friend gave me that hi-fi antenna. And then of course the this here I bought this because I'm always wanting to have steamers since I was in the military. And my mom donated um, the red silverware and that swirly thing I literally bought it at a garage sale. And a friend gave me the coffee pot, but I don't use it for coffee. I only use it for green tea. And then this little window here, I'm like it's just I don't know. Look out there, everything's coming together here. So I just need to get my stove, but I have a hot plate that's in there, and so, and then since I'm a fireman, I have the this right here tells you if the CO if the carbon monoxide gets too high, and way back over there is the smoke detector. So each room's gonna get one, but since I really if I do cook anything, it's usually in one of these. And like it was one time I cooked something on a hot plate and but like once we get the stove and everything like that, pretty much each room's um gonna get one of those bad boys. This room's not done, so that's gonna be my loft and me and my girl's loft. So that's gonna be up there, whatever. We're not finished with that at all. But this is so far. What I did on the outside was I wanted to do something totally different. Um, this chair right here, I found this doggone thing in the trash, and I just like, and it's there's nothing wrong with it, like nothing wrong with it at all, nothing. That there, I found that in the trash. I had to fix that. Wait a minute, was it wrong? I think I had to fix that, and then I had to clean it. Like I had to buy a steamer, like a upholstery cleaner, and it wasn't dirty or nothing. I just steamed it because and those pillows right there, they were sitting on a fluffy white couch, and I just took those. They unzipped. I cleaned them, and okay, this out here is kind of dirty, but it is what it is. So the dogs are on it. I don't think it's gonna work. I don't think I'm gonna be able to see out here. Nope, you're not. Let me try closing the door. See a little better. This here I found on the side of the road, and you can barely see it because it's dark, and I can't turn on any light. But this was on the side of the road, and all of the planks that you sit on were all rusted. and so I ended up just refurbishing it, and putting the new slats on there, and it's awesome. Can't really see over here. This was in the living room, if you remember from earlier, in that wicker chair I bought at a garage sale, and you can't see that over there. But I have a waterfall. I'll do one in the morning, and I built this deck. I've been working, so there's tools and all kind of stuff out here. And one of the thing was I put over a overhead thing. This dog keeps licking me, and it's a bird feeder over there. And I mean a hummingbird feeder over there. But basically, what you got is um, these. It's here. It keeps you out the sun, and it's almost the size of the thing. The trailer. I mean, the trailer. The tiny house itself. So I mean, there's a big bug on me. That's what happens when you live in the country. You got big bugs. The thing is, you ain't gonna be scared of them because you're gonna be scared all the time. So, dang dog. Got a new dog. A girl just drops off a dog. Like, here's a dog. I clean it. The hardest thing about it is when you're, and this is the front of it, the front door, and then over, you can't see over there. I put a Texas Star up there. So, welcome sign when you come in. So the hardest thing about it is when you're doing a tiny house is and you have to work on it is living in it. Like earlier today, I couldn't find some sandpaper. So I swear I tore this whole well I tore down there. I tore everything up. Oh down there, this is like the mud room, so this is where the shoes go. And then over there is some linen. And as you can see the wires are I'm sorry, that's where the linen goes and the shoes were over there, and I got wires everywhere. I got so much wires. It's horrible. So my next project that I'm doing is but I'm still working on my son's room. But after that, I'm gonna come through here and cover this up. I have the doors. They're tucked behind there, so they're back there. And then oh yeah, my friend gave me this TV. Well, she told me to fix it. So I tried to fix it, and then like it takes a long time to fix stuff to figure out what's wrong. So a time ran off on it, so she just gave me the TV. And it's like, well, if you fix it, you fix it. So I ended up fixing it. So was one of the features didn't work on it, so I ended up figuring out how to do it. So that's my tiny house so far. Um, I really I really like this the ability to have a tiny house because it gives me the ability to pursue my dream. Like this channel is pretty not even a tiny house channel. It's just documenting my life, and I saw the tiny house thing going on, and I'm like, this gives me a time to pursue my music, to have my own space. I've been kicked out of multiple locations before, and then I always wanted someone that was mine. And even if one day I made it huge, I'd still keep this somewhere or add on to it or something like that because it's just the ability to have a home is like awesome. I like the hardest thing would have to be is what if I needed to move it, or what if I needed to put it some I mean have another land to put it on or something like that. It's the hardest thing, but to pay it off, it's like it was 7 grand for this, but if I would have just without that was I think if I just would have paid for it straight out, it would have been like 4,000 and something dollars. So this is 30 by 12. So the loft above me. When I got this one was kind of messed up because somebody tried to turn it into a tiny house, and they didn't do this right, didn't do that right. It had to be. They tried to wire it. It wasn't wired right. They decided to take the loft off upstairs. I had to put another loft in and stuff. I mean, I've put a lot of money in this place, and the thing about it is I pretty much got to a point where I couldn't afford it, but since they considered it as a whatever, then as a they didn't consider it as a house or whatever like that. They kind of like, oh, whatever, like pay it. And then the guy actually came out to repo it. When he came out, he saw that it was hooked to power, so he's like, why does this thing have power? And then when he walked into it, I wasn't here. So when he walked into it, he kind of looked around and it was in the beginning stages. So the company actually worked with me to get caught up on my payments and stuff like that. So, but it didn't really take much to get paid. But I remember I would just pay 3 months in advance because it's only $250 a month. So I mean, I'm like, well, shoot, I might as well just pay 3 months in advance. And I really did. I just paid 3 months in advance and didn't worry about anything because I know my rent was gonna be paid. And then I pay the utilities here, so you know, it's the better life. And since I understood what was going on with electricity wise and what items use the most electricity, I was able to do everything in the house is LED. Like every single light here is LED. The bathroom light comes on when you walk in. It turns on and turns off by itself. And so I mean I really want to do a lot of more of those features, but with the drop-in lights, you got to add different kind of things. But it's been awesome, and now like I don't have to worry about if my kid has a place to stay. What if I lose my job? What if I get stuck? I don't like being in the rat race. So the ability to just say, you know what, I want to regenerate. I want to go work in another area and figure somewhere else to work, and it's excellent to be able to switch that up. And I just wish that it was the way it was in the old days when one man could work and he could feed his whole family, and it's just not like that anymore. It takes two people and a little bit more, So that's the update on my tiny house. So if you miss me, send me an email or something like that, and I'll respond if you have any questions. You've got it all down here. Just leave something to the tiny house. Some problems I have. I'm gonna be bringing up problems that I've had here, problems that I had, things I had to learn. Some of the things that you. I think when it comes to to doing this, most everything you can do yourself. But there's some things you're just gonna be like, what? Like me, it was the plumbing. Like I had to get a plumber, a licensed plumber, come out and do this because I was like, I couldn't do it. I thought I could. I thought I was gonna be able to slap this together. No, I had to get a licensed plumber to come out. It was, I mean, it's like some stuff you're not gonna be able to do, like it's like, but other stuff you are most of everything you're gonna be able to do. But I think everybody that I've ever seen on YouTube, there's always somebody that had something that they couldn't do that they had to get somebody else to help them or something. Or like, I'm not doing. I'm trying to tell you, I hate drywall. I hate drywall. I just it's just wow. It's like a skill, and like I've noticed that I stopped. I got it down pat. Like the first time I ever did it, I got it down. It was packed. But later on, as you go through it, you kind of like, oh man, I don't have to work as hard, and then you got to redo a whole bunch of stuff unless you just want it to look half behind. So I mean, so and then if you when you sitting in your living room or chilling or whatever, and you look around and you see that mistake you made that you should have fixed, then you kind of like, oh, I need to fix that. So, but I'm just still getting stuff going. Oh, let me show you guys up here in my son's room so far, and how far we got. He stays in the big house now. He doesn't really stay in here, but so I'm still. If you could tell, this is the color of the walls, the gray, and then in the back it's a blue accent wall. And what I did was I put this I don't know, like I guess like more like a dresser, and you could slide the little drawers under there. And the floor, I'm just gonna paint them. He don't care about that TV anymore. The TV was a big deal, and but we're gonna get rid of it. And the next thing, we have to seal the walls, and so we live out in the country, so critters come in here, man. So we had to seal the walls. I mean, seal everything up, and then also, so now we're getting to the point where we're gonna paint seal it because we seal it, and then sometimes it gets rubbed off or whatever. So that's all right. We're gonna seal it up again, and then after we do that, we're gonna he has a rug that goes down here, and then before that we're gonna paint the floor, and then the rug goes down, and then the bed's gonna go over there. The bed's actually right there. So like, I want to build a little thing to where it sits up higher off the ground. Put LED lights on the bottom, and I want to decorate this room. Have she have come like some shelves and stuff on the wall and put, make it like what a teenager kind of wants. So, but it's a work in progress. So, but before we have this huge rug that was in there, and that's what he laid on the floor, and he had his video games and all that stuff in there, and he was like, and so now he stays next door, and there's a house next door, so like on this property, so he's staying over there. So, so that's what we're doing, and that's what we did, and all that stuff. And my loft is gonna look the same, and what I'm sitting in is not living room. It's gonna be the living room. So I mean, and then that way it could be open for whatever. Um, but it's pretty. I think one of the things I really liked was the house's network. So like when my other son comes over, they can play video games. And now I'm about to network the other house that's there, and so that way that they can interface with stuff over here, so they can play video games because they want to play video games all the time online. And having that network and to where they can play without being on the internet is a lot better because out here our internet is not like everybody else's. So anyway, I'm signing off. Voice Sam Soundful. Take care. Godspeed.